Okay, let's rip the band-aid off. I said I'd get back to this series, and that's what I'm going to do. Now that the hardest one is out of the way, I think, and now that I've taken my meds, I think I can do it now. So, next up is Michael Myers. Okay, so what do I. So, um, camera's rolling. Hi everyone, welcome back to How It Feels, Dead by Daylight. Today we're going to be talking to you about how it feels to play the Shape, aka Michael Myers. Michael Myers was released in 2017 of October and was the second ever DLC killer and the first ever licensed killer. I find it so bizarre that they managed to get such a big license so early on. It took other games much longer to do that. But did they do this license any justice? It's complicated. Michael Myers is one of those killers who you have to wonder, is he outdated? Like, this is not a joke. Every character. We already talked about the nurse, who is constantly ranked at the top of the tier list. Myers is the exact opposite. He's either ranked near the bottom or he is the bottom of the list. Yes, even below who I claim to be the worst killer, the Trapper. And why is that? Well, it's all due to his power. His power is the evil within. And it's really simple. You look at your opponent, you suck the evil out of them, and you gain more power. How does that work? Who cares? It's cool. But why is it weak? Well, it's simple. You can run out of power. Yeah, I'm serious. Every survivor has a limited amount of evil. And when they run out of it, that's it. You can't gain any more. And it's not just that. When Michael Myers is in tier 1 of his power, he is the worst killer in the game. He's undetectable, yes, but he has no lunge. Yeah, he has no lunge. At tier 2, he's basically a slightly stealthier regular killer. So he's basically just a worse ghost face. Only at tier 3 does he start to become an actual threat. Because at tier 3, everyone is inflicted with exposed. And he can vault things a little faster. So, let me get this straight. Myers has to be tiered up to even be on par with basic attack killers? What? Who made this? What could possibly make him any better? Oh, that's right, the add-ons. I like Myers, but not Base Kit Myers. Base Kit Myers is the worst thing ever. Seriously, I normally like to say run whatever you like with any other character. With Myers, I have to say run whatever you like, but do not run in Base Kit. You will suffer. Myers add-ons are some of the best in the game, and that's not an exaggeration. Some of them are quality life improvements like Boyfriend's Memo, which just gives you the ability to lunge in Tier 1. Why is this locked behind an add on? But then you got other add ons. Some that make you gain stock faster. Then you got his purple add ons, which make you undetectable throughout the match, but in return you can't stock, which actually is a fair trade. But then you've got that add on, the most infamous add on in the whole game, Tombstone Piece, to make the infamous Tombstone Myers. How infamous is this? Let me just say this. He can just kill you where you stand. Yeah, that's right. He doesn't need you to go down. He'll just grab you and slash you to bits. And he's one of the only killers who can do this. Myers is brutal. Now, how on earth are you supposed to beat this guy? Hop into a locker. Play lame, win games. Myers is not that bad to go against. His counterplay is so simple, and his base kit is so bad that it is no wonder why he is constantly ranked at the bottom of the tier list. In fact, he would probably be even worse than Trapper if his add-ons weren't as good as they were. But alright, it's time for the perks. Michael Myers may just have some of the weakest perks in the entire game. There is one character that has worse perks, but these ones are not much better. First is Dying Light. It may sound awesome, and it even is awesome to an extent, as it gives every single survivor a regression thing. However, it actually makes the obsession stronger. So, tunnel them out, right? Wrong. If you do that, if you even dare to tunnel out the obsession, guess what? You lose the perk. So, what are you supposed to do with it? The second one is play with your food, which I personally don't see why anybody would like it, but I've seen a lot of people who get use out of it, so I should probably shut my mouth. What it does is basically if you drop chase with your obsession, you gain a token. For every token you gain, you get faster at all your actions. But if you attack anyone or even make an attack action, then you lose a token. Which, it kind of is a little weird. But it does make for some good speed builds, some really good ones. However, we all know the one that Myers is known for, his claim to fame, Stabiffle, or save the best for last. Stabiffle is known as one of the best perks in the game, or rather, it was known as one of the best perks in the game. However, it's not anymore. It got nerfed since last time I talked about it. So now it's nowhere near as powerful as it used to be. So what it does is basically if you hit anyone besides your obsession, your basic attack cooldown will be a lot faster. So, what's the verdict? How does it feel to play as this abomination? How does it feel to play as Michael Myers? Honestly, it's complicated. Like the nurse, it is extremely complicated. However, unlike the nurse, where I honestly can't give a very fair assessment no matter what I do, with Myers, it really depends on what you're running. If you're running Myers with just base kit stuff, you're going to hate him. He's going to be the worst thing you've experienced all day. But if you run something powerful like his Tombstone add ons, suddenly he becomes one of the best killers in the game. One of the most fun and interesting. He even becomes very exciting in a way. But Myers was a tough one. I don't think he's gonna rank that high. I've been the gamer nerd, and tune in next time for Hag.